What's going on, guys? If you're like me, you are a fan of multiple consoles. Myself, I love my Xbox One, I love my Nintendo Switch, I love the Wii U, I love the original Wii, the GameCube, the N64, so forth. I love the original Xbox, I love the PS2. I love multiple consoles. Um, excuse me. But I'm not blind as to seeing something that is not really good when it comes to one of the machines I actually care about. And that's the Xbox One. Xbox One X has the most power behind it. But who gives a fuck if there's mediocre to bullshit constantly released upon it? What does it matter if you're the most powerful fucking console out there? Crackdown 3 is mediocre at best. State of Decay 2 didn't even live up to the hype. And Sea of Thieves was probably the most disappointing game to come out that was an original IP this generation on Xbox. I'm not making that up. Sea of Thieves, a game created by a developing studio that we all know and love from the 90s, who is known as Rare, who created GoldenEye, who created Banjo-Kazooie, who had Conker's Bad Fur Day. Rare was dropping gold. I mean, they were almost shitting platinum and fucking pissing gold every time a game came out back on the N64. And Sea of Thieves was supposed to be a return to Rare's Nintendo 64 golden days. And this game just, it didn't just face plant. It's like it fucking face planted on spikes and then someone like twisted the motherfucker. It was bad. I want to tell you guys something, and I don't want you to get all bent out of shape, because I'm gonna show you how this is true. The Xbox One is Microsoft's Nintendo Wii U. That's what it is. Microsoft, your Wii U, your Nintendo Wii U console is the Xbox One. And I hope to God you're learning from it, because the one thing you should take away is, even though it sold more than the Wii U has better, solid, quality titles. And you could think, oh, well, you're a Nintendo fan. Of course you're going to think that. I'm not making that up. I'm not sitting here just randomly searching for shit to say. No. The Wii U, Nintendo's Wii U, their last-gen console, has more stability, better quality than Xbox One could ever dream. And that's coming from both third-party developers that were nice enough to give the Wii U some attention, and first-party titles. Nintendo's lineup for the Wii U is leaps and bounds better than the Xbox One. And the Xbox One has amazing franchises that help put Xbox where they are now. And even those titles have fallen hard. And I know it hurts to hear that. But can you name at least one title that is even just mediocre, like middle of the road game? Chances are you can't. Okay? Look, I'll go through and I'll compare. The Order of 1886. How you doing? I'm Sons of Rome. Same identical problem. The games are beautiful. They're fucking amazing. But they're just so disappointing in the lack of content, the lack of control, the lack of just overall. They were both very unpopular and very thrown to the side, just piece of shit games. Okay? Oh, well, that's just one title. No, that's an original IP for this generation from each PlayStation and Xbox. Both of them had trash first-party IPs that came out this generation and were not introduced until this generation. Let's look at PlayStation and let's call out, for shits and giggle, Horizon Zero Dawn. A beautiful game. I have honestly not beaten it. I don't really care to play it that often. My PlayStation 4 is actually in the box. It's put to the side. A beautiful game. That much I can tell you. The game is actually very beautiful. It's actually a really good looking game. It's actually very good controlled, especially coming from Guerrilla Games, who fucked Killzone 7 Ways from Sunday with Shadowfall. And if you think I'm lying, just play it and tell me that game doesn't have success just due to the fact that it's a beautiful game to look at. The handling in that game is like fucking The World Ends With You Switch Edition. That's how bad the handling is in that game. But anyway, what I'm saying is, with PlayStation, the reason they're so ranked high is they can make this easy, like, imbalance balance out. For instance, when PlayStation 4 Pro came out, Sony deliberately withheld their own technology for some fucking reason. That goes over here in the bullshit side. That's weighing it down pretty heavy, right? But then you look at the fact that this is the first 4K gaming machine. This is the first time we're seeing a bunch of big name titles like Forza Horizon, or Forza, what is it, Horizon Zero Dawn, that game, can be played in 4K. We're seeing Uncharted in 4K. So even though they didn't put all this 4K technology that they should have put in there to make a true 4K experience, because Sony, you own it, they didn't do that. But the gaming side of it was amazing. The games are so good that you're able to forgive that. You see what I'm saying? They wait it out. Now let's look at Xbox. Xbox has power. They have so much power in the Xbox One X, which should be a good thing. But then you look at the games on this side, and their first party titles are shit. They're not even worth the price of admission. I myself haven't bought a first party Xbox game since I first bought my first Xbox One, and I bought the Halo 5 edition. I honestly have not bought a game from Halo since, or I haven't bought a game from Xbox since then. Everything I've gotten has either been free or it was part of Game Pass. That's how bad their library is. And if you want the God honest truth, here's a real hard heavy hitter for you. Xbox One X is actually worse of a console than the Wii U. The Wii U, I can honestly sit here and say, because I have one, that their first party games are quality. Not only are they quality, they're fun, they're stable, they do what they're supposed to do. Name one fucking game from Xbox that's been stable, does what it's supposed to do, is fun. You can't fucking do it. Gears of War 4 was trash. Majority of the people played that game online in horde mode. That's not what Gears of War is about. Halo 5, garbage. The promotion team, they advertised that game so wrong. And I know the reason they did it, because they knew the game was trash. Everybody said that. You feel me? Sea of Thieves, possibly the worst Rare game of all time. Crackdown 3 just came out this year, and it's mediocre at best. It's a first-party game, and it's mediocre at best. Excuse me, a game we've been waiting on since the beginning of this generation. Comes out 2019, and is mediocre. Who wants to pay the price of admission for a machine that puts out meh games at best? Yes, The Witcher 3. Yes, what the fuck is that one? That Lord of the Rings, Shadow of War, whatever. Yes. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yes. All these games look fucking so much better on the Xbox One X. But third-party games are not what people are gonna pay the price of admission for. It is first-party games. The reason people are buying up PlayStation 4s, you got games like Spider-Man. You got games like Horizon Zero Dawn. You have games like, I'm saying Knack because I enjoyed that game. There's 2 of them. Knack 2 is out. Okay? Drive Club. Uncharted 4. The Nathan Drake Collection. Uncharted The Lost Legacy. Great first party titles. Even The Last of Us. A great first party title. Xbox, you have had 0 fucking RPGs. 0. No JRPGs this generation. The one JRPG you were supposed to have, you canceled. And it looks like Nintendo is saving it because they saw how important that game was to the Xbox One community. I did plenty of videos talking on that back in the day. Not only did I do plenty of videos talking about that back in the day, I was very disappointed when it got canceled. I was like, this is going to make me go out and tell people you need an Xbox One because this is what we're getting. But now it's coming to Switch. Marvel Ultimate Alliance coming to Switch. Xbox, you're buying up all these gaming studios. But Microsoft, Phil, look at me. Let me ask you a question real quick. Are these games really what you want representing your brand? Are these games really up to standard for being the face of Xbox? Because if that is what you think is good, you need to be fired right now. You need to kick rocks and get the fuck out. This is coming from a guy who loves Xbox. I play my Xbox One more than I play my Wii U. I play my Switch more than my Xbox One. Okay? Just to give you some perspective. I understand the Wii U only sold 13 million. But look at the quality of the games. Look at the quality of the first party titles. And then tell me how much better Xbox One is. It's got power, but what is power when your games are not worth the price of admission? What are you going to do with all that power? What is it for? You see what I'm saying? I just wanted to make this video because I felt like it needed to be said. Xbox, you have a lot to prove with your next generation. And don't get it twisted, PlayStation, you got a lot to prove too. This generation was supposed to go so much different from you and you lucked the fuck out. Let's see what happens.